Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Look, Wrestling 101, classes in session. Pay attention to the teachings, that's from Andrew and Derek. I mean, these guys making a killing with no competition. Dynamic duo better than the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys. Everybody make some noise, mess with them, you get destroyed. They cannot be beat, take a seat. Watch them do they thing on the MIC. Face defeat, they cannot be seen like JC. Oh my goodness, it's a killing spree.
Oh, this is the Panda Man from Panda.
Hey everyone, this is Andrew from Wrestling IQ 101. When I'm not hosting our podcast, I'm usually at collarandelbowbrand.com. That's right, Collar and Elbow is the only place that combines wrestling with street attire. And I know what you're thinking, I want to look fashionable too, and I also want to save 10%. So head over to collarandelbowbrand.com and use the promo code WIQ101 and look fashionable and save some money. And now, on with the show. Hey everyone, welcome back to Wrestling IQ 101. I'm Andrew, and you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Wrestling IQ 101. And today I'm talking with Capitals Wrestling's very own Matthew Ryan. Man, how's it going?
Going good, Andrew. Thanks for having me on Wrestling IQ 101. Excited for December 29th. We are just about a week away from our final event of 2019, our first TV of 2018. Getting ahead of myself, in our first set of television for 2019. It's going to be a really, really fun time.
Yeah, that's right. Capital Wrestling presents World War IV. I mean, the world might actually come to the end, literally, at this show. Where can people first get tickets and find out where they can see the event?
Yeah, you can. Well, we'll have tickets available at the Capitol Auditorium on December 29th, obviously. Tickets are available through Brown Paper Tickets. You go to capitaltickets.brownpapertickets.com. And also we have a great deal with Groupon where you get $1 off your purchase. It's $9 for one ticket, or a special 4-pack for $32. So you get 4 tickets and you save $8 on your purchase price, or you can buy them at the door for $15 on December 29th. Once again, you could go to capitaltickets.brownpapertickets.com, and also if you search Groupon for Capital Wrestling.
And you know what I love about this show, actually? It's right after Christmas, so it's a perfect holiday gift. You want to make sure you save Santa a couple of dollars and put them in the holiday stockings right there. I mean, above the chimney. Perfect gift for sure.
Great way to end the holiday season. Great way to pregame for New Year's Eve. You're right outside the city. You're in one of the greatest bar towns in the country. So many great places to get dinner or get a post-show drink or maybe pregame a little bit. And after the show, we're going to have our Capitol after party. Hopefully we'll have more info on that in the next few days. But we're looking to end 2018 the right way and start 2019 with a bang.
Yeah, let's talk about some of the matches. You know, first, the Ugly Ducklings versus Smiley and Juba. I mean, that's going to be, man, Smash Mouth wrestling at its finest and flipping, and what a crazy match that will be.
Yeah, Smiley and Juba, this is the first real challenge for them, outside challenge for the Capital Wrestling Tag Team titles. They beat the TPS a few weeks ago on Capital Wrestling Television, and they earned the chance to face the Ugly Ducklings, or the Ugly Ducklings earned the chance by setting the Independents on fire, being one of the most entertaining acts in pro wrestling. Finally coming to the Capitol, coming to Hoboken, and looking to go back to the pond with the Capitol tag titles. Smiley and Juba have this unique blend of power and speed and have really come together as a tag team over the past few months. They were made a tag team for an interim tag team title match back a few months ago, and ever since then they became the undisputed Capitol tag team title holders and have held on to them ever since the summer. And outside of Luxury Muscles Incorporated, of Mick Drake and Stan Styles, they are the second longest reigning tag team champions in Capitol history.
Wow, definitely can't miss match for sure. You know, another match that I've been wanting to see is Timmy Danger versus Mike Law. I mean, Mike Law, man, this is going to be a pretty big match for both these guys.
Yeah, Mike Law entering his second reign, first person in Capitol Wrestling history to have 2 reigns as a champion and holding his title twice. He was the first ever Sapphire TV champion. Actually was given the Sapphire TV title a year ago next Saturday night. It was at the first World War IV in 2017 where Mike Law took the Capital Wrestling Television title and turned it into the Sapphire Television title thanks to our friends at Sapphire Gentlemen's Club over there in Manhattan. And Mike held on to the title up until around February, lost it to the Menfo Mofo. But Mike Law, in his back pocket, has a guaranteed Capital Wrestling title shot. And you never know what might happen. Mike Law's wanted to become the first double champion in Capital Wrestling history. He might be able to do it if he gets past Timmy Danger, but 2018 has been a big year for Timmy Danger. His Danger Sanctuary has expanded to include Matt Marin from the Handjobs web series and Gas Digital's Comedy Fight Club, Chris Crespo. He's also got Corey Castle, and the addition of Jimmy Rave. Jimmy Rave has been one of the biggest pieces of salvation for Timmy Danger the past few months since joining up with the Danger Sanctuary back in September at the Colossal Confrontation. Timmy Danger earned this shot when he defeated Jeff Cannonball back in July at Torneo de Nada, a one-night tournament that you saw over a few weeks of Capital Wrestling Television. Went through Jay George and went through Jeff Cannonball, and now finally gets his shot so many months later at the Sapphire TV title. That one's going to be an interesting match because Mike Law fought against the odds before, but never so overwhelming. There's either 4 to 5 people at any given time in Timmy Danger's corner, and you got to wonder what way Harry Turjanian, the owner of Capital Wrestling, is going to try to game it to make sure Mike Law doesn't walk out of there with the title.
Yeah, interesting that you mentioned Jimmy Rave right there because he'll also be in action that night against the Mofo, Bro Crockett, Jordan Oliver, and Dave Reed. I mean, talk about a hard-hitting matchup right there. I mean, man, who do you got in this one?
You know, it's hard to pick a winner in this one. There might be title implications. The winner of this might come out of this with a Capital Wrestling title shot heading into 2019. Bo Crockett, a guy who's not been able to pull out the big win in some of these matches, and I might see a more aggressive Bo Crockett coming out of this. You've got the Menfo Mofo, whose infatuation with Sonny Kiss has driven him literally insane. He abdicated the Sapphire TV title to kill something more beautiful than his sweet Juanita, which is what he called the Sapphire TV title, and that was chasing after Sonny Kiss. You got to wonder how that's going to affect his psyche next Saturday night. Then Jimmy Rave and Jordan Oliver, they faced off a few months ago on Capital Wrestling Television, and that might carry over. And Dave Reed, he's the outlier. Dave Reed has not had a victory yet inside Capital Wrestling. He's a guy that was given this opportunity to see if he can hang with some of the bigger name talent in Capital. And this is a litmus test for Dave. He's one of those guys that are on the bubble. You see it all the time in college sports, especially in the pros. These teams that are a wild card team, these teams that have come up, they may not perform as highly or have the best record, but they find their way into a playoff situation and might be able to find their way through it. It's like about a decade ago when the Warriors and was found a way to upset the Mavericks and move on to the next round of the NBA playoffs when they had Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash, Don Nelson on the sidelines, and you've got wrestlers of that caliber going up against Dave Reed on Saturday. It's going to be a very interesting match to see who comes out of that one the winner.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Talking about teams, World War IV is going to be taking place. Can you tell us about who those teams will be made out of?
Well, yeah, World War IV is our version of War Games. It's 2 teams of 5 trying to find a little bit of breathing room in Capital Wrestling. First is Team Capital, and with that, their jobs are on the line. If Team Capital loses, the team of Ron Starr, Ronnie Nicole, Chuck Payne, former Capital Wrestling champion Paul Jourdain, and fellow former Capital Wrestling champion Sonny Kiss, if this team loses, they are fired from Capital Wrestling. And then there's Team Entertainment put together with the team of Hot Boys International, the Capital Wrestling Women's Champion, Ariella Nick. Then you have some of the more devastating members of the Capital roster with Stephon Smith, who is a powerhouse of a performer You never know what's going to happen when you step in between those ropes. It's two teams of five trying to find their way to a little bit more breathing room. Team entertainment trying to do Harry Turjanian's dirty work. If you watch this week's edition of Capital Wrestling, you know Ron Starr and also Chuck Payne are in a world of trouble. They have their jobs on the line this coming Saturday night on the 29th. And that one's going to be a real interesting match. On a night full of title matches and main events, that one may have the highest stakes out of any match on the card.
Yes, I feel a feeling if they lose, they'll have a terrible, terrible new year. I mean, it's hard looking for a job. And let me tell you, I don't envy those guys in that position, but backs against the wall, they have to do what they have to do to win, right?
Yeah, they got to get through it the best way they can.
Yep. Plus, Steve Scott and Kit Osbourne will be teaming up against Black and the Brave. How do you feel about that match?
I think that the Black and the Brave have a lot to prove. The last time we saw them in Capital Wrestling, Eddie Machete clipped Ronnie Burton in the back of the head with a steel chair, exposing his skull. Ronnie Burton would have to go to the hospital in a police car to put 8 staples in his head to stop bleeding and stop his skull from being exposed. And you got to wonder if Ronnie Burton and Hot Dog Starks are going to be, because Hot Dog Starks got put through a damn table in that match as well. You got to be wondering if they'll be lurking on Saturday night, December 29th. And the Black and the Brave got to wonder if the coast is clear for them. They take on a makeshift team of Kit Osbourne and Steve Scott. Kit Osbourne trying to give Steve Scott some motivation after the colossal confrontation when Steve Scott's phone was broken by Justin Adams. Now they're trying to make it as a tag team, trying to grow in this division, which is wide open right now. There's no number one contender outside of the Ugly Ducklings for the Capital Wrestling Tag Team titles. Mm-hmm. So a win here might be able to give Machete Killing, the Black and the Brave, another shot at the Capital Wrestling Tag titles, or give Kit Osbourne and Steve Scott that chance to upset another makeshift tag team in Juba and Smiley. Yeah,
that's right. I mean, you said it. I mean, championships, aspirations on the line here. Let's talk about this match, man, because this is pretty interesting. The upstart MV Young versus Logan Black. I mean, the King of Chaos thrives in any type of environment. I've seen that before in other places. And MV Young is so impressive. I mean, this is going to be one match for the ages for sure.
This match came together because MV Young came into Capital Wrestling as an apostle of chaos. And over the past few months, Logan Black has been pushing MV Young to be more dangerous, to be more calculated, to be more callous, to embrace the chaos. And that came to a boiling point a few weeks ago on Capital Wrestling Television where MV Young just snapped and attacked Logan Black after a 6-man tag. And right now, these two guys are going to face off in the most dangerous match in Capital Wrestling, and that's Capital Combat. No rules. The only way you can win is by pinfall or submission inside the ring. Outside of that, you can go anywhere in the Capitol Auditorium, create as much chaos as you'd like. And that match, Logan Black asked Harry Turjanian to make this match. MV Young agreed. They were supposed to face off last month in Hoboken, but both of them sabotaged the other's travel in an attempt to try to get an advantage. And Capital Wrestling Management and Harry Turjanian decided to put it off until December 29th. And this one's going to be, I think, the sleeper match, the potential match of the night. And this one's going to open the show. I'll say this now. This match is opening World War IV on December 29th. And, folks, you're going to want to be there early. You're not going to want to miss what happens between MV Young and Logan Black. Capital Combat, we had one other Capital Combat match back in 2017, our first night inside the Capitol Auditorium, and that was between Jeff Cannonball and John Kerman. And Logan Black was involved in that, too, because he was hanging with John Kerman, mm-hmm. and they ended up breaking a car window and having the cops called. Wow. So if that's the bar for a Capital Combat match, what the hell's going to happen between these two guys who embrace violence on December 29th?
That's right, man. Absolutely. Plus, we just had Darius Carter, wrestling's richest prize here just a couple weeks ago, and he was so focused on taking the fight to Anthony Bowens. I mean, the 5-tool player himself. Man, I do not envy him on this night, but he has his work cut out for him against Darius Young. Will you say that? In the second match.
Carter Carter and Bowens, too. It's a best-of-5 series. Darius Carter set the table for that last week on Capitol Wrestling Television, available on the Fight app. You can watch that absolutely free on Fight. Darius Carter and Anthony Bowens, a great match. Some would consider it an instant Capitol classic. Bowens found the way to win, the first man to pin Darius Carter inside Capitol Wrestling since his debut back at Capitol Anniversary at the start of 2018. And I think Darius Carter, his back is against the wall. It's a rare position for him, but I think that might bring out a more dangerous, a more sinister, a more calculated Darius Carter. And I think that's going to be a big, big move for him. And I think he might be able to pull out the victory on Saturday night. But I can't look past Anthony Bowens.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot look past his skills. Can't look past the 5 tools. He's a definitive premier athlete. And it could go either way on Saturday night.
Yeah, I mean, Darius, we spoke to him. He seems focused. He seems ready. I'm really curious to see what Anthony Bowens brings to the table that night for sure, because that's going to be one hard-hitting match. And plus, if you guys didn't know, world title match, Matt Macintosh versus Ken Dixon. I mean, man, you talk about 2 guys right now in their prime. This is going to be outrageous.
The Capitol title's on the line. These 2 guys have been going at it for months. Not only on social media, but they were supposed to face off one-on-one at the Colossal Confrontation, but it turned into a 3-way dance with Macintosh being sent off the top rope to the floor through a damn table and creating this situation where Sonny Kiss would become Capitol champion. Matt Macintosh won it last month, and you'll see that match. You'll see how Matt Macintosh wins the Capitol Wrestling title this Monday night on Fight at 6 p.m. You're not going to want to miss Matt Macintosh and Paul Jourdain face off for the Capitol title. But Ken Dixon, he feels he's owed a rematch. He feels he's owed his title back. And these 2 guys have been engaging in what's been called the Great Capitol Meat War. If you follow either Ken Dixon or Matt Macintosh on Twitter or Instagram, you definitely want to take the time to see what these guys have been saying about each other and the creativity both have shown to show that they want to beat the piss out of each other on December 29th.
Yeah, I'm going to steal a phrase from a very famous wrestling commentator. This is going to be a slobber knocker for sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, there's no way. I watched the videos. Like you said, man, I mean, this is beyond personal at this point for both these men. Matthew, can you tell people again where they can get tickets, where they can watch the event? How do they stay in touch with Capitol Wrestling if they want to see all the great action that you guys put out and going forward, too?
Yeah, if you want to be a part of the Capitol Revolution, if you want to catch the new wave of professional wrestling, the best way is to engage with us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Capitol Wrestling. And then you can also get new episodes of Capitol Wrestling every single Wednesday at 1 o'clock on the Capitol Wrestling Facebook page, or you can subscribe to the Capitol Wrestling YouTube channel. It also drops every Wednesday at 1 p.m. on youtube.com/Capitol Wrestling. Also, we're on Twitter at twitter.com/Capitol Wrestling. Leave off the last G for goodness. That's Capitol Wrestling on Twitter and Capitol Wrestling on Instagram. If you want to get Capitol Wrestling Television before anybody else, if you want to get it before Facebook, before YouTube, sign up for Fight. That's F-I-T-E. Sign up for Fight. Not only will you get great Capitol Wrestling content, but you'll get Ring of Honor television. You'll get UFC fights. You'll get Golden Boy boxing and so much more from the world of pro wrestling, MMA, boxing, and more. Download Fight in the Google Play or Android App Store. And also, coming soon to the Global Wrestling Network, we'll be joining Impact Wrestling, Smash Wrestling, Border City Wrestling, our friends over at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and Arizona, as well as some classic professional wrestling content for only $8 a month. Support us the only way you know how, by watching Capitol Wrestling across any of our digital partners or platforms.
Wow, man, that's a lot, but great savings. And also, talking about great savings, if they go right now to Capitol Wrestling, they'll be able to save $8 in total on the event, right?
Yeah, if you head on over to Groupon, search Capitol Wrestling, you'll be able to get a Capitol Wrestling ticket for only $9, or you could do the Capitol Wrestling group rate, which is 4 tickets for only $32. But if you want to buy more than one ticket, or if you want to pay full price, head on over to capitaltickets.brownpapertickets.com. We have a great 10 for $80 ticket plan auditorium for only $10. But if you're going to wait, you're going to wait until payday, you're going to wait until next Saturday night to buy your ticket. Just be warned, all tickets that night will be $15.
Yeah, so you definitely want to get these tickets in advance. I mean, you're going to save huge, especially at Groupon. And the show is World War IV, takes place December 29th. I mean, you can't miss this show. I can't stress that enough for anybody who's listening to this. Thanks again, Matthew Ryan, for taking out the time and talking to us all things Capital Wrestling.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate you having me on, and hopefully we see you on December 29th. I know you've been laid up, but you got to come out and have a good time.
And well, if I can and I get clearance, I will definitely try to be there. And for me, this is Wrestling IQ 101. I'm Andrew. Thanks for listening to us. Remember to subscribe right there on the bottom of the YouTube video and to follow us and listen to us on the B Plus Player Network. I mean, definitely, guys, again, World War IV, December 29th, guys. Be well. See you soon.